Bruh.
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show. One word, hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. This is a very, very interesting story. This is a story coming out of Texas. There is a teenager that was coming home from a welding class that was pulled over by the cops and right outside of his home. And he ran for his front door. We got the footage. Yeah.
Get down on the ground! Get down on the fucking ground! Get up, you got up his hands. Oh! Dad! Dad! Get up! Get up. Fucking hands up. Stand on the ground, dude.
Bro, chill. What are y'all fucking doing?
Dad! Dad! Stop resisting, dude.
Stop resisting.
Dad! You're under arrest right now. Do you understand that? You're under arrest. Turn the fuck around. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Okay. Dad!
Dad!
Ah! Okay. I'm on the ground. Dad! Put your hands down! Put your hands down! Put your hands down! He's under arrest. He went cops in the vehicle. He fled from the vehicle. He fled from the vehicle.
Hey, sir. Can I?
Why the fuck did you tase him, motherfucker?
Because he fled from us and he fucking ran. Okay? You understand that? Calm down. Everybody calm down.
I'm sorry. I just had to get over it.
I had y'all at the door, y'all.
Yes, I did take him. I did. Yes.
Everything. Okay. Already on the ground.
You better relax. You're gonna get it next.
The footage that we were looking at was home camera footage, home security camera that they have. And I gotta be honest, like straight up, thank God for those things. You know what I'm saying? Without those, I feel like without those, I feel like there's a lot of things that we would be missing, a lot of stories that we would miss out on, or a lot of facts that we would miss out on as well. This whole thing you saw from, like, I guess from above the garage, peering over to the driveway to the front doorbell of the house where the tasing and the attack, I guess the pylon, let's just say, that happened in front of the front door when he's pounding the door trying to scream for his father. Well, so apparently, according to the police, let's just say this, according to the police, the incident started at 11:30 p.m. Monday when Zeke was driving home from welding school and ran a traffic light on Schertz Parkway. His sister claims that he did not stop when the officers turned on their lights and sirens due to the dark road. Zeke, who had the talk with his father, and we all of us black kids know the talk, okay? So all the kids, his son sat down with the son, Zeke, sat down with his father to talk about the talk. Zeke had the talk with his father to talk about police on several occasions. You know, the talk, right? So he felt like it was safer to drive somewhere where it was light, right? Where it was lit, which was his home. So he got out of his vehicle and with his hands up. Then suddenly when they said, I mean, as you saw in the video, they said, show us your hands. Get down to the ground. And they were cursing at him and all that stuff. He got scared. He turned around and beeline straight for the front door. As we saw, it cuts to the other angle. He's pounding on the door, screaming for his father. all that stuff. Next thing you know, he's getting tussled to the ground. He's getting tased several times. Seemed like he wasn't fighting back. All he was doing was trying to knock on the door, screaming for his dad because he was scared out of his mind. Now, there's also some other piece of information. We're also told that Rayford was charged with a felony evading in a motor vehicle, resisting arrest, and possession of marijuana. So now the Schertz PD says it's launched an internal investigation to ensure policies and procedures were followed. So, of course, civil rights lawyer Ben Crump, who reps Breonna Taylor's family, weighed in on the video, saying that the Zeke situation was allegedly being Zeke was allegedly being pulled over nearby, but drove home to have his dad present. Extreme force was not necessary. We need police reform. Now, obviously, as you saw in the video, in the video, it is a little much. I understand that he's running towards a house and you don't know if that guy, if he's just a felon, if he's a criminal and all that stuff. But he seems to be complying when they finally take him to the ground. When they take him to the ground, obviously right off the bat, he's on the ground. All he's doing is knocking on the door, screaming for his dad. Now, there's moments where, of course, you never know. The cops might be going, he could be screaming for dad. It doesn't matter. He could be screaming anybody's name at this point. He's a criminal running away from a car. The one thing that he made a mistake on was running away from the car. He shouldn't have run away from the car. The one thing that's really bothering me, the one thing that bothers me more than anything in the world, is seeing black men and women who aren't willing to comply, when that's probably the safest choice you can do. Now, he says that he has had the talk with his father. Zeke has had the talk with his father. The talk. The talk usually is, hey, cops are dangerous out here, and they have it they have it out for us. We have to be safe. Whenever a cop is asking you to do something, you comply. You do exactly what they ask you to do. No questions asked, you just do it. Apparently, the talk didn't seep into his brain. I understand that Zeke has seen enough things in protests and people getting shot and killed, or knelt on, suffocated, public lynching, modern day lynchings and all that stuff. So I understand him being scared out of his mind and not knowing what to do because he's thinking that he's about to get arrested because of violating because of a traffic violation. But at the same time, if he is having that conversation with his dad, the talk, he should know not to get out of the car and just take off. What's the first thing the cops are going to do? They're going to take you down and they're going to beat the crap out of you into submission or tase you several times and not give a damn how it gets done. So, with that being said, there's certain things even afterwards. Now, before we go into afterwards and what the male cop said, because that was really jacked up, and we could talk about that and analyze that all day long. But the thing is that they took him down. They're trying to flip him over. They proceed to resort to tasing him several times. To me, it looked like he wasn't fighting back. It looked like he was just screaming for his dad. He was terrified. He didn't know what to do. He's a young kid. I understand that. And I understand that maybe the talk that he had with his dad went right out the window. But at the same time, it's a kid. He's not doing anything. They rolled him. Of course, you forcibly roll him over, get the handcuffs on him, and call it a damn day. There was no need for that excessive amount of force. Because they're like judo chopping and kneeing him in the back of the legs and like all this stuff. It's like he's not doing anything. He's not floundering around. He's not acting a fool. He's not doing anything stupid. He's just screaming for his dad. And that's all he's doing. Young kid is scared out of his mind and he's screaming for his dad. I know the mistake he made was running for the door, but at the same time, that's where he stopped. There was nowhere else he could go. He wasn't flailing. He wasn't fighting back. He was pretty much complying once he got to the ground. Now, the other part, the parents open the door and they're going, what the F is this? And F and F and F and F and F. What the heck? Of course, I would have been responding the exact same way. I would have been cursing at those cops, angry as hell too. Rightfully so. I would have been like, what are you doing to my son? This is our home. This is his home. What are you doing? The one thing that was cherry on top was when that male cop said, keep talking that way and you're going to get the same thing. What the hell was that, y'all? What the hell was that? So you're telling me that parents can't be upset and react in a way because they see their son right in front of them, their pride and joy, their blood, their flesh and blood getting beaten and terrified out of their minds, and you as a cop who's just standing there because the two female cops got the dude on the ground, you're the one who thinks you got balls to say, oh, you do that again, you keep talking that way, you're going to get the same treatment. The hell is that? Just for that kind of conversation, you should be suspended. Period. It was a young kid scared out of his mind. Yes, he was wrong for running, but those cops did not need to use as much force as they did. Man, that kid was like, what, at least 170 pounds? I mean, that's a young kid. Young kid. How old was he anyway? Yeah, he was 18 years old, for crying out loud. 18 years old, y'all. He is. And thank God it was only him getting tased, and maybe he has a few cuts and bruises, but he's still on this planet and he's still alive. So thank you, Jesus, for that. But at the same time, this is an 18-year-old kid coming back from welding school. Looks like he pulled up in a Mercedes. So I don't know if they thought maybe he stole the vehicle because it's a nice whip. I don't know. But from my understanding, and from what it looks like in the dark video, it very well looks like it's a Mercedes down there. Yep, that's a Mercedes, y'all. So he was pulling up in a nice old whip, probably his dad's whip, from welding school, scared out of his mind. I totally understand him being scared. The mistake that he made was running. But the cops also have a choice in how they respond from that moment on. He didn't go very far. He went straight to the front door. He was pounding the door for his dad. I'm not sitting here saying that the cops need to walk up and go, wait a second. He's screaming for his dad. Everybody, hold on. Is this your home? No, I understand that they got to take him down. But that kid had no weapon. He was pretty much complying once they got him on the ground. There was no need for the tasing, the knees on the back, and also the way they talked and addressed to the parents as well was not how it should have been done. There's also ways of speaking to the parents of actual people that you are apprehending, and they decided to throw all that stuff out the window. That was insane, y'all. Anyway, that's the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you think the cops were completely in the right on how they treated Zeke and how they treated the parents when they were reacting? Especially that male cop who thought he was Dirty Harry for some weird reason. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button. Would love to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.